Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome to Rage Across New York Werewolf venue, where, having made his how of introduction, calling for people to cleanse his ass, Raphael is just waiting in the Umbra, playing a little game of solitaire. Because God damn, he, he felt something like a lot of heat and stuff, and then probably a scream that resonated. And he's like, "Huh, I guess I must be busy." And he continued playing.
I mean, there were totes some like legit dragon bellows and shit too. Don't forget those.
Yep.
Yeah. The normal reaction is probably something like, they can deal with it.
It was like rare.
Mm. I don't know. Maybe it's just a get of Fenris that just had a problem with his toe and the corner of his bed.
It's also equally possible.
Yeah, those things tend to look sound a little bit the same.
So I will assume that after yanking Aiden across the gauntlet, Tempoin is just kind of ambling along in his wake, still in breed form, because fuck it, it's easy and it's what she was in last. But he's the guardian, so yeah, following that guy.
Yep. Aiden is doing his usual ceremonious swagger to meet the new guy. He's in Hamid though, because fuck that.
Well, yeah, I'm playing cards.
Yeah, I was waiting for Diamond to come in, but no, fuck it.
Oh well, my bad. I was just about to say, I thought we were starting off right after what the comments were saying, but since it's different base,
Yeah,
she knows
to
like
get a little with his
shadows.
yeah, she
right.
knows.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
She knows just chilling. Yeah, no, Aiden will eventually swagger up to the new guy and look him up and down and like obvious piano pure breed and all that shit. Welcome, Aiden Lynch, Tamer Dragons, Fianna, Foster, and Ragabash.
Sorry, I randomly got Facebook called by someone clicking the wrong button.
That was perfect. The solitaire finishes.
Oh god, yeah, he wins, I guess. Fucking umbral fucking celebration goes off, the cards start jumping. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, Raphael just grabs his ace as he looks up. Hey, Raya. I'm Raphael Villa. I guess you heard my call since you're here, unless, you're as he looks at the two others. You're having a tour with your entourage.
He'll look behind him and point at the Krynos. That's my packmate, and that's another one of the Guardians.
And he gets up. And take faintly a little bit of of dust that would have been on his costume, but it's in the umbra. There's not really much dust. And he turns. He turns to the not Metis. Good day to you too, Guardian. And who
Shinlo bow. I'm Shinlo. I come from the sept of the high in heavens. Now I'm a member of the sept of the grain, serving as their guardian. I am tribe of the stars, and sorry, I'm just kind of disoriented because a big dragon just or stuff of legends, whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. I thought again if Fenrir has some of his toes against the side of his bed. But I guess that's more exciting.
Well, that must have been worse for you. Glad you survived.
I mean, it's okay. I have a wide imagination. I kept myself distracted.
And yeah, he'll just look at 10 point and kick his fingers and point, cleanse him.
And yeah, she's gonna do the thing. The
And,
big ass meta.
he he raised his hand. Whoa, baby, not on the first date. At least not until I get a name. Like you're cute and all on with your horns and stuff, but I mean, presentation. It's always nice.
And she'll pause mid stride and offer a bob of head rather than an upward tilt.
And he turns to Aiden. Oh, she's mute. I'm sorry.
It happens. They look over at 10 point.
Hey. Player got interrupted. Okay. Shush you.
I mean,
Sassy
I
britches.
interrupted you on purpose.
She has her mouth half open as he says that, kind of pauses, casts Aiden the side glance of the fuck? And then heaves her big old shoulders in a shrug. I am freshly deeded as fearless protector, Metasporn Theurge of the Fianna and Cleath to the nation.
And he makes a tip of his invisible fedora. Madam.
Shinlo is giving that point that eye right now. Hey, dang. He giving her that eye like.
This is the newest one!
And
When we go through the whole list, it's getting long now.
And he gives a smile. Well, thank you, dear fearless protector. I am ready to be cleansed. As he kind of gives a smirk and basically sits on the ground and I'm waiting.
Gets all story time style ready.
Oh yes, tell me your story about cleansing.
And she's a little taken aback just because he's very energetic in his sass, and she only usually gets that from about a grand total of one source. So she'll go about getting the various things out of her swag, go through all those happy motions, going around him with smoky stick, flicking water on him, all that good stuff, like you do. And I will roll it. Did we actually set up anywhere? Yes, we did. Smells like napalm. That seems promising.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a smell that gets on the set of a green currently.
And she's not gonna fuck up her first time doing it, so willpower spent because I'm a sassy bitch. And yeah,
because you need to make a good impression.
Let's be fair. She only just got this right. Shh. Don't know what. She cleanses the fuck out of him, though.
I mean, he glance back. It's like, oh, and every time you turn around him, he turns. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not turning my back.
Yep, she goes through the gestures, succeeds in the right, and then promptly ambles back over to right back to Aiden's heel.
Right, you're cleansed. He'll put his hands in his pockets. I hereby welcome you onto Sept of the Green. Enjoy it while it lasts. He kind of just shrugs, half-heartedly. The sarcasm is evident in his voice.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I got the abbot in Mexico.
Snod, gesture with the shifting of the head to follow him, and he'll walk beside him and everything, hands in his pockets.
And he will get up, Hul gets up, put his hand in his pocket, and do the Raya thing and follow.
The Raya thing. Yeah, Aiden will like turn, and they can climb for the rest of and turn looking. Mexico, you said?
See, as he put it in with such a heavy accent that it's like, see, completely.
Aiden will just nod and smile. Right. Well, I'm from Ireland. I suppose you can guess that. Just nods.
I mean, I don't assume things. You just tell me.
I'm really from France, yeah. Shrug half-heartedly in the thickest Irish accent probably imaginable. And he just nod.
And I guess, I thought I was coming far away, but I guess Mr. Shinlo over there beats everyone.
Yeah, Shinlo, why don't you tell them where you're from as they're walking, raising the eyebrow.
I've come from the scepter that dwells within the heavens, the stars that I see when I look up into the sky. I come from the sept, or the snow leopards are known as the Sept of Shangri-La.
And he nods as he gets all this information. You have a way with word, haven't you?
I am a Galliard, so of course, the great heroes of the Sept of the Green, new and old, but mainly the new. So basically, it's almost like that show that the Campo was telling me, Star Trek Next Generation. These are the next generation of heroes, and I am just nothing but a humble observer, chronicling these stories that may be told.
It takes a minute.
And every time he talks, like Raphael just nods. It's like,
Not gonna lie, this ship flies entirely over 10 points ahead. She's not even following anymore.
You wouldn't happen to have some good tea, wouldn't you?
His face would just light up. Of course, I was just getting ready for, and he basically will look in his pocket and take out like a broken watch. I was getting ready for afternoon tea.
And he gives a look like afternoon tea. Man, I should have brought the biscuits then.
If you like to have biscuits along tea, you can. No
offense to you. It's just
Aiden Ryan likes it.
Generally, when people tell about afternoon tea, I generally end up in a mansion with a lot of people and everyone lifting their pinky. So that's why I'm asking.
Well, that's not like that at all. We sit down and we congregate as brothers and sisters of the Sept, as we all trade tales or we talk. We feel communion, togetherness, unity. The Sept.
So basically, it's a tea ceremony.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yes.
As he exchanged a look with the other Ragabash, like
they didn't give him the same look.
That could have been shorter.
He just nods once, just nodding,
Well, I have always been curious about tea ceremonies, so if
then come this way. I just got a new tea set. One of the Kim folks gifted it to me for when she listened to one of my tales. She really liked it.
Huh. You're already trying to score, huh? That's good for you.
Score? What do you mean? I don't play in games.
Someone can say that's the oldest game in the book. The bird and the flower peace flower, uh, no, the dick game.
Oh, how compelling this grass is! What nice, lush umbral grass.
Aiden just coughs.
Oh no, not that, nothing like that yet. I need to be strong. Need to be strong within the nation. I need to be strong within myself before I take upon the mate.
Nothing like that yet. Aiden raised an eyebrow.
I don't feel that I am ready to take upon the mate until she feels that I am, or if I feel that I am worthy.
Ah, romantic.
Yeah, very romantic.
And basically, when he turned around, you basically see a Cosmo magazine sticking out with the like letters of like.
So classy. So classy.
He will start to set up like the tea sets and stuff. You know, they'll put the mats on the ground. If you don't mind sitting down.
And yeah, Raphael will sit as he looks at the surrounding the city, the I guess the cardboard spirits.
It's all by the training grounds, and basically you see like a little mat that's raggedy and beat up, a little bamboo tree with a
At
bunch
the
of
risk of
library
being that
books.
guy, we're in the Umbra. Does he
Umbra.
have a way to bring all these things to the Umbra?
No!
I mean,
We'll have to go to Teleria. He'll suggest go to Teleria, please.
Perhaps,
I don't want-
perhaps, yeah. First, we show him where the veiled borders lie.
Yeah, that would be usually a good idea, Shinlo. Let's curb the excitement a bit.
Oh, of course.
yeah, the good old
Away!
the
And
good
he'll
old
just jump
frontier.
and basically.
Oh, God.
God damn it!
And he just turns. You sure he's not a Ragadash who's trying to fuck me up?
No, he's definitely a Galliard. He's just spry. It's the best word to describe it.
Okay, okay.
You get used to it. Aiden just sighs and keeps walking, hands in his pockets.
I mean, it's okay. We get used to a lot of people down there.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, he'll just point out the borders and all that and look over at them. Probably think big thing you should know is we just handled a big Weaver threat, but it's still around the city, so you want to watch yourself.
I mean, don't we all?
Shrugs.
There's also the matter of the spirit within the museum, and the other spirit, probably beneath the plastics factory.
Yeah. There's corrupt. We've so far encountered corrupted stag spirits, as well as several banes, and indeed corrupted water spirits as well.
Do I smell another story?
As you know, he just he shakes his head. Oh, la malediction de Dios! God damn it!
And of course, the world-ending spirit hatching out of a rock in the museum. And there will be a helpful gesture towards the museum.
And yeah. So Raphael has a very strange strange moment as he just stops, squints at the museum, squints at 10 Point.
And
And then-
as she is, as she squinted at, she will continue. I would suggest not leaving the Sept grounds at night. Yef.
Yeah, there's some there's some crazy shite going on outside.
Shinlo will start
And,
doing a thriller.
he just turns south, where probably Mexico is supposed to be, and he just left. Well, I mean, just give me just give me a small moment. I have the perfect gift for this. and you know, he just, I fucking hate you, Gutierrez Raya. And then yeah, he just turns back as he's like, so it's a fun place you got here. I think I'm gonna have fun. Like, yeah, so much.
Oh,
So
it's a real fun place in the most drillest, driest tone.
Full of tales and wonder, full of new heroes being born every day.
mm,
Like you said, that.
yeah. So as he thinks, just so I get to the page. Shadow Lord left, right?
Yeah, one of our stock, Gar Cosmo.
Yeah, yeah, that's the name they told me.
Yeah, former Wormfoe and that. I'm assuming you know more about it than I would.
And you know he you see his eyebrows like doing a little dance. Oh, do I?
Well, you're a Shadow Lord. He smirks at him.
And I mean, he goes, "Well, yes, I'm a Shadow Lord. You are very perceptive.
I'm just
I
saying,
know all
you lot seem.
things."
You lot seem to know a lot of things usually beforehand. There's another one here as well. Bites the Weak. He's one of the older ones.
Mm. Bites a week, bites a week. As he thinks. Mm. Eh, they didn't give me the full infos on this one. Well, I'll guess I'll have to pay my respect or get beat up.
He's a Thayer, she's the Den Father, so he's not too bad.
Oh, great! I love Fearges.
Lupus too. I mean, that's
Oh,
it's added.
great! I love lupuses.
Ignorant just nod. Well, that's him. Otherwise, not from what I see, most of the Shadow Lord kinfolk stick around the chessboards.
Yeah, we don't have chessboard. We have the
Shrugs.
armoring.
He shrugs. What else is there? He kind of looks at 10 point. That's about it, really, isn't it? For first goal.
The Cairnheart would be that way. She gestures at the center of the veiled area. There are numerous portions of the sept claimed by various tribes. The chessboards is the most likely to be of interest to you in particular.
Yeah, I would wonder why. Is there? Is he? He thinks. Okay. Are there any bands on the spirit that I should be aware of? You know.
Oh yeah. You shouldn't kill any type of rodent creature. We had a big incident with that actually.
The sept totems are Chimera and Great White Mouse.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you must feel at home, buddy. As he looks at Shinlo.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the spirit of my tribe dwells within this set and helps protect it along with the great and courageous.
Great White Mouse.
And he nods again as he's recording every single word that he says in his mind with the dictionary, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a dictionary with this guy. Okay. Any official outside of Big Mama that I should know?
True Catcher. He's a child of Gaia Phaladox. There's the Warder, who is a Metis Arun Bondar. Then there is, let me think. keeper of the land. That's a Fianna. Looks over at 10 point.
Mhm.
Wormfoe.
Wormfoe, yeah, forgot about him. He smirks to himself. That's Skovgard. He is a Get of Fenris, Adrian Arun.
Oh boy, that must be a fun ride.
Erkrai is not too bad. He's actually pretty easy to get on with.
And when you say easy to get on with, you see there's one eyebrow that just ding, just raise.
He's just very commenting. Forget a Fenris. You know, kind of like, if you know what I mean.
So okay, he's the angriest motherfucker of every tribe.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he can be really angry. But as long as you do your job, he's not as angry.
Well, I guess I should do my job well then. As I mean, I'm not gonna say people need to throw a peony when he say my job. Not what job he's talking about.
Shrug.
Gonna take the context clues.
Yeah.
Another gesture will be made out, just kind of generally towards the city. It also seems to be fairly clear that while fighting the worm is of the utmost importance, all attacks made against the leeches within the city will not be supported by the Sept and should only be taken after approval of the Wormfoe.
There is he does have a bulletin board. He'll point over, to where the bulletin board would be in the Tellurian. When you're in the Tellurian side, he does have a board with all the stuff we've been doing as well.
So, not a lot of problem with leeches, I take it.
Apart from this new incident, not up until now, but now they seem to be going fucking wild. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You, of course, have the right to defend yourself, but we are not meant to go on hunts.
Then I guess it'll be some form of vacation then.
Sorry, some form of what?
Vacation. Like, no offense, I know that every sept have their enemies and all, but as maybe a few informed people may know, my sept main problem are leeches. So a change of pace will be welcome.
Yeah, this place is pretty different from most of our home septs. Slow and odd.
Oh, if
They have
there's-
TVs here.
What? Like, what? What do you mean they have TVs here? Like, explain
Yeah.
yourself, Mr. I Talk.
They have TVs here that you can watch. The only time that I was able to watch it was when I visited down at the village nearby.
And he blinks and he approach Jinlo, putting a hand on his shoulder. You've been living the life of a monk, haven't you? Oh boy. Someone needs to take care of you, as he he gently tap him on the shoulder.
I have a
First,
lot of
I
cultural
guess.
experiences here.
Yeah, I'm sure. But you need to find, new experience to extend your understanding of the universe, don't you?
I'm always searching for wisdom in the next big story.
There's always wisdom to be found everywhere. Even if, well, some people have trouble understanding that it's wisdom.
And just smirk, you know.
But hey, how about I give you, a piece of knowledge or of enlightenment from my tribe, and you invite me for tea, even if you already accepted.
Okay.
Okay. And he he gets his hand full on his shoulder, and just just like, I can show you the world. just extend his other arm like in the air, as if he was sprinting something. um, do not fear your enemies. Only a friend can betray you. And he taps him on the shoulder and smirk.
Interesting. I need to write that down. That will go under your name as Parables from Raphael.
And he nods. Well, I'll need to change name quick then. Otherwise, people are going to think I want to kill them. But yeah, tea.
Tea.
And of course,
Fucking tea.
and of course, as they turn to make for the tea, 10 Point will actually reach out a paw and lightly touch on Aiden's shoulder, kind of jerking her head to the side as she gives him a pack link nudge.
Oh, yeah, just nod. Yeah, he'll just nod, and yeah, you just see him nod slowly as the Metis touches him, and he kind of like bats her hand away. And right, I'll have to leave you two for tea. You'll look at the new Ragabash. We should catch up sometime if you need any. Well, if you need anything, it's good for our brood, our auspice to chat to each other every now and again.
Yes, we'll get together, hide behind curtains, talk about shit, and look offended when people look beyond the curtain.
That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a definite plan. Sneaky, offended curtain thing. Yeah, definitely. You just smile warmly.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he'll just turn, nod at the two people, and will like incline his head at 10 Point and begin to walk off, hands in his pockets.
Yep. 10 Point redirects and begins to amble, abandoning the new guy with Shinlo because that's just fun. It is his turn to be accosted over tea.
And yeah, no, he he watched them leave as he waves a hand absent-mindedly before turning back. So, green tea, or something
Green
more
tea.
more Chinese.
Green tea, the original.
You got the little scoop.
Yes, very authentic.
Okay, I'm
Basically,
down for authenticity.
and basically, cross back and get into the Tularian, basically go near the training grounds, and you'll see a beat up old mat with a bunch of library books, with a little portable TV, and you'll basically see a little bamboo tree with little bamboo tree with a little rabbit near it, just nipping away, trying to nip away at it. You basically hear him like, no, 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 Labo, move. My excuse my rabbit here. I just found her a couple of days ago.
It's okay. It's okay. I seen worse.
Yeah, she doesn't stay around much because of
Yes.
because of my rage. Uh, you know,
Ah.
but I leave food out every now and then.
Yes. Yes. Rage. It's always a problem. I mean, for you guys.
And he'll set up the mat, take out a little heater, put the teapot, get it all situated, sit down. And you'll see he'll take his shoes off, basically be barefooted.
And Raphael will do the same, even if he he was very playful, very joyful, and now he well, I mean, I haven't changed the picture, but yeah, it's the I'm serious time face. Like I'm studying you.
He
I'm studying
basically
your
will
game.
sit there. He will basically start carefully putting the tea in, heating it, and then basically he will put his hand, he'll put a fist in his hand and raise it up. We began a ceremony of tea of two like-minded individuals that includes myself and this noble guru. We are here today to be able to give thanks as we place our foot garments. We commune with the earth and we commune with each other. Through this tea, we'll intake and we'll part wisdom upon each other. By the Emerald Mother's blessing, thank you. And then he'll start serving the tea.
And he will observe all the ceremony, staying silent, and he will take he will take a sip of the tea, of course, after Shinlo, because
Yeah,
you never know what's in the tea.
Shiloh will wait, and he will smile and be like, "It's always courtesy for the guest to have first sip."
As he looks and he smirks. I wouldn't want to offend you in your own house. And he, he's gonna he's gonna put the teacup on his lips and get some liquid in his mouth and put it down.
Oh, what do you think? I'm going to poison you or something? He'll be generally
And he he as if he was tasting wine. He gets like the tea in his mouth before before swallowing it. Of course not. You wouldn't.
Of course, I
Poison.
wouldn't. I would not be a good.
I mean, that's the obvious. Poison doesn't really work well with us unless it's wormish.
Of course, I would not be a good host if I would do such a very frivolous thing.
Yeah, that's true. Even if, well, I remember a lot of instances where hosts have been poorly gracious in history, but that's another subject.
Uh,
So, tell me,
hmm.
teller of story of many words, what do you think of the Fianas? As yeah, there's no more humor left. It's like, yeah, straight up.
When he sees that face, he's gonna be like, "It's no more time to, no more smiley face. It's time to get serious." Um, um, he will look at him and he'll put his tea down. The has been noble, very noble in their aspiration, and very close knit, even more so than usual.
More so than usual. That's an interesting way of putting it. Is there an event that happened and made everyone closed up or become way more friendly than they used to be?
Well, Biana keeps to they keep to their own, and they work well with others. They work well with packs, and they do what they do. But you can always feel that they are. You take a sip of tea, close off of their own, very more so.
Hmm. Even when one of them is a menace, as he gives a half smirk as he's like, yeah, caring of Metis and Fiona is something is something funny.
Well, I don't know, but Aiden probably do what the Fionas usually do. I mean, if
Well,
in their own
doing what they usually do. I think she's a little bit old for that.
way. I know. I was meaning the other things, the treatment of their medicine.
God damn it! You stopped me on my second joke with your precision. I wanted you to be vague. God damn it!
Someone
Just
walks up
back.
from
Yes.
like coming towards the training grounds. She'll look at the both of them. Shinno, and you must be the new guy. And he'll look at them. Well, look at the new guy that just arrived. Simon Faust, grants eternal rest, child of Gaia, born under a full moon on 2 legs, Achilles of the nation, and guardian of the sept.
And as you know, he's probably either approaching from behind or from Raphael's profile. He changed his expression from serious to a more smiling and friendly, and he goes, "Oh hi, I'm new guy, born on 2 legs, yeah, Hamid, Shadow Lord, asshole, Clef, the usual."
And he'll smile. Well, nice to meet you.
And it seems that our tea host just had an aneurysm.
He's back! Yay! Well,
It'll change to once Simon comes up, his expression will change to that friendly smile.
So, well, if you look at Raphael, welcome to, well, I'm sure Shino here and probably others have told you already, but welcome to the Scepter of the Green.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like they told me the stuff. Like don't go alone. Don't go alone at night. Tied up your bed. Otherwise, the museum monster is gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Don't do bad things on
Which
set.
Well, welcome to New York, where we have giant snakes that are actually just cars, and dragons that are made of nothing but imagination, apparently.
Yeah. The as he blinks, imagination dragons. What?
Yeah, just a dragon that appeared, but apparently it wasn't. I don't know. And he looked to Shinlo. My guess is it was kind of like that spider the other night, that snake the other night, and those creatures that try to cross from the shadows. I don't think it really existed.
Yes, it was some of the undead trickery. Interesting.
And Raphael, just makes a pause as he he messaged his temples. Oh, not those assholes.
Raphael, like, why did I come here again?
Yeah, no, that's he's there. There was a moment earlier like that. Don't worry. Well, I mean, okay, okay. I'll guess I'll just go to Imagination Land and murder everything there. That should perhaps stop their stock or something.
Yeah, we had quite a few weird stuff happening the last few days.
It is also best if you join a pack. Join one, but I'm sending, as they say, resumes out.
And he'll look to Shinlo. Who are you looking to join?
Those two may have a galleon. I mean, I know I'm not joining the Shadowrunners because they have galleon and somewhere to join that they will have in need of a tail singer.
I mean, the Stride of Ice and Concrete have two tail singers.
No, that's not. That just won't work.
I'm just.
His face will get serious.
But yeah, I think when you look for a pack, it has to be a mixture of.
Yeah, it's like a marriage. You go to a shrine and you promise you will, be besties forever.
I mean, anyhow, small.
Until death do you apart.
I mean, you have to find people that you work with well, people that you can see as a family before you join the pack, but you also need to find a pack that will need you. So I see what you mean. You don't want to join a pack that already have that, at least don't have a need for a tail singer or another tail singer.
I mean,
I
like,
joined a pack. I joined a pack for efficiency and to also be able to commune with them, but also to be able to do the works of Gaia. The balance must be restored. There's no balance in this city. That big weaver spider was the product of that.
Yeah, not going to lie. There is way too much weaver here.
I mean, that's the city. That's kind of what happens when you're in a city.
Yeah, I mean, we don't live in a forest. We live in a park. We are surrounded by weaver. Quite literally.
Thus, the balance must be restored here, no matter what the cost is. That goes for the worm, and that goes for the wild as well. Not just the weaver. The triad must align.
Hmm.
Also, any news on the dummies?
That. I heard that someone was going to take care of that.
Yeah, good. And he'll look to the new guy. Yeah. So in the series of weird things, one of our members kind of touched the dummies and they kind of all burnt down or something. Is that what happened? I think that's what happened.
Yes, he is of influx. He is. I don't know what is up with him, but the balance within is wrong. I do not know what it is, but he is off balance. But that is not my word to say. That is not my thing to say. I'm not of rank to tell him that he is not. So
So he got the magic touch.
yes,
Well, at least that's
lots of
good.
the magic touch.
I'll remember not to shake his hand in case I catch fire.
He is a noble guru who is righteous for the cause of the wild, but but at the same time it is to a levels of extreme.
Eh, I mean, I can't judge yet. And also, I'm not a Philodox. But I judge. But there's really no point in judging someone I haven't met.
Of course.
So I'll just listen to your tales and leave my ears left and right listening.
It's the only thing I can do is tell the tales that I've been seeing, the actions, the movements of others. Is the only thing that solidifies us as Guru. The only thing that they will remember us by is our stories and past deeds, which people forget to even write about. And basically, he'll take out like stacks of books and stuff. Always need to keep chronicles of what our deeds was, even though we can do word to mouth, all that. We always have to remember that it's always good to have archives.
Mm.
That's
I mean, I kind of agree. The only problem is that that's your point of view. You tell the
Yes,
story, and another Galliard's going to tell another story. Another tribe is going to tell another story. So in the end, it's like Bob was an asshole. And then when you ask Bob's tribe, Bob was amazing. That's always problematic.
I understand that, but I think as a Galliard, I think it's always good to get it. I get it. Stories travel. I understand, but where I'm from, we told the tales, and when we told them, we always kept them locked up, and stories was barely told in archives. With this, I am planning on doing something that's I'm planning on giving them to other seps so they can hear and read, so the cubs can be inspired by it. Something to help them through the nights, something for them to read, something physical.
So pretty much you saw that the way of your Sept wasn't pleasing for your interpretation of a Galliard moon, and you chose to do your own way.
I had to. When I left the set with my mother and start seeing these other Galliards and their tales and how they would go off and tell other tales, I simply had to. I I had to change, had to, I had to do something. And I was always good at writing. When I finally learned, perfect English, a little bit. I mean, I was good. I was good at it. And what better ways than to have those stories go out, you know, and then I can send these books back to the set. Others may read of the outside world and how it is, the good or the bad.
Mm.
You're a Galliard. Whichever way you decide to tell a story, you have to make it your own. Whether it's told with a song, with a tale, or written down, the same story written by someone else will not be the same story.
I know it won't, but at least there'll be something physical. And basically, he'll tap on a book.
Mhm.
The power
But
of a book is a powerful thing.
but yeah, you will do what you must. You will write your stories. You will do what you want, and then you will send it your sept, and then it will go with the other books in the cave of the archives. And he doesn't say anything else, and he looks like he looks seriously at Shenlo, of seeing what he has to say to this.
One can only hope that will reach someone like me, and they will leave the sept, and they'll go out.
Hmm. So you're willing to change and willing to learn, but you don't seem to think that perhaps changing your sept might help your endeavor.
And he looks, and he kind of gets up and looks towards to the city. Look, New York will put me to the test that I've never been put through. I may live or I may die, but I would like to think that these books will get to somebody. It is what I will leave behind.
Hmm. Well, there are your stories. You will do what you do with them, as long as they reach someone and have an influence on them. Then you have your objective. I just have a tendency to think that the old ways can only go so far. Sometimes people get way too comfy. They think that things will not change, and they don't change them because my father's grandfather said it was like this, so why should I question his wisdom? And that's how you end up fighting on horses, and the guy in front of you has a gun.
We all must change. We all must adapt to our situations. We all must adapt to the upcoming war that is to come.
Yeah, the tricky part is not to forget who you are in the process. I guess the Glasswalker are a good example of that. As he smirks.
Oh, he'll just look and just be like, "Oh wow, that was pretty cold."
And he still with his serious look. Well, let's look at the fact here. They chose to adapt, which makes them the most advanced tribe in terms of technology and interaction with the Weaver's machine, which some people will judge as being heretical. However, their wolf breed is dying. We have, as far as my tribe has told me, no contact with our ancestors. And, well, they don't have much pure breed left in them, which in the end may cause them to have problem to spread.
That's interesting to know.
I mean, those are just words that you hear from others. I'm sure Glasswalkers will have a different view from mine, and probably better explanation of everything. Every tribe have their quirks and their problems. We all do. The whole point is to actually, as he takes the last sip of his tea before putting a teacup back on the ground. The only thing is that we have to accept it as part of who we are. There's no point in denying who you are. Illusions. Illusions are meant to be shattered.
That's a very interesting perspective. I did not. Speaking of which, not trying to change the subject, I did not know the museum housed the world-ending monster. Basically, he'll just look around.
Speaking of which, I was just speaking with Jacob Clay Raya, and apparently not just the dragon, but what we saw last night, the night before, the claws in the night, the giant snake instead of a car, that there's a chance that that could all be made by vampires. He told me that, well, the power seems different, but seems to work the same way. He told me that some leeches seem to make themselves invisible, that it only works on your mind. You think that you can't see them, but if you use something like a camera or just an alarm, the presence will still be sensed. So if you have a camera, you will still see them. If there's an alarm, the alarm will still go off.
Yeah, they can be a pain in the ass. But then again, I mean, they're not the worst. The worst one is the asshole that just walks in plain sight and starts to fuse with 3 other guys.
Okay. No, that doesn't sound weird at all.
I mean, they're leeches. They're fucking weird. And they're everywhere in Mexico.
I mean, Jacob was telling me that apparently some of them use their blood to boost animals that they control. Or, well, they do a lot of weird things. What
I mean, they are weirdos.
no, yeah, I guess we are too. But anyways, what I want to say is, if you see something weird, check on your phone, maybe with the camera app, or just check with the camera to see if you can see it on the camera. Never know.
Yeah, I guess the old abbots of Mexico can't die. I'll just have to do, well, as always then. And who's that Jacob Raya fellow who seems so well informed on leeches?
He's a field docs, a member of the Striders of Ice and Concrete. Apparently, he's Alpha that told him everything he knows on leeches.
Mm. And what is his tribe?
He's a Silver Fang.
Raphael's gonna stay silent and then, put a hand on his chin as he's thinking, huh, Silverfang. That's interesting. As he gets up from the ground. Well, Shinlo, thank you for the conversation and the tea. I'll be sure to check with you later for another tea time, and maybe this time I'll buy you some Mexican coffee. Mr. Simon, I will, I guess, catch you later. I must go, apparently. I have to be a very, very bothersome Shadow Lord.
Well, we are free to do as you please now.
And he's going to smile and make a courteous bow as if he was wearing a dress. Thank you, my lord.
He'll smile.
And
Yeah, no need for that. I'm your equal.
yes, as he smiles and he will turn his back on them, taking back his serious expression, and he will start to walk off as he's thinking, if I was a snooty purebred Silverfang, where would I hide my snootiness? And unless our two protagonists have anything to add to this.
Simon probably looks, smiles at Raphael leaving, and he's like, not sure if I've done something horrible or something brilliant here. Only time will tell. Maybe it will be both.
Shinlo would just smile.
And, well, as Shinlo smiles, I guess 100 stories are starting to form in his head again.
Exactly.
we will call it a scene before Shinlo makes a sing and song about a strange evening. And we'll catch you people later. Thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching, and we'll see what happened next time in Raid Across New York.